Hello everybody, and welcome back to CNCRC Adventures. Today we are going to do another tire review. Today we are looking at the Gekko by Nexx Racing. The folks over at Nexx Racing were nice enough to send me these tires to do a review on. So let's take them out of the package and see what they look like. They sent me 4 tires, 2 in the soft compound, or I'm sorry, 2 pairs in the medium compound. So let's get them out of the package and see what we've got. Okay, so here's a look at the tire. The tires look the same. They have the same tread pattern, same size. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of marking on it that says the compound. I don't believe so. Squeezing them this way, you can kind of feel the medium is a little firmer. Squeezing the sidewalls, you can tell the soft is softer and the medium is firmer. They don't come with foams, so we'll see if that makes a difference. For size comparison, here's a stock Jeep and deadbolt tire, and these Gekkos are just about the same size, just about the same width, which also means they're a good bit taller than the stock C10 tire. So let's get these mounted up and we'll see how they do. Okay, so the tires are not mounted yet. I just want to show you an issue I'm having. The ring, these are Endura beadlocks. I also tried some Trials. It just not. It feels like the opening in the center of the wheel is too big. And when I put the wheel in, see if you can see how much movement it has around the bead. And these are 1.0 inch tires, like all the other ones for this scale vehicle are. I'm having a problem getting these mounted. This is the medium. The soft was doing the same thing, so I'm going to go in and test them. I'm going to put them on some different wheels and just see if I can get them to mount up at all, because I'm interested to see how they do. If you're using this kind of wheel, you're going to have some difficulty. I tried for 30 minutes at least to get it mounted and just could not get them to go on there without. I can get one side on and then the other side slips out, and then I get that side on, the other side slips out, and I've mounted and unmounted over 100 tires recently, so I think it's just the opening in the tire is a little too big for these kind of wheels. I've got some 3D printed wheels around here, so I'm going to see how those do. Okay, so I was finally able to get these tires mounted. I've mounted them on these 3D printed wheels that I got from Tinker Time RC, and I'm going to put a link in the show notes. I tried them on, you saw the Endura wheels, and they didn't work. I had these wheels sitting around that came off the Proline Hyrax. That didn't work. I tried some of the stamped steel wheels. That didn't work. I tried some Trio wheels. That didn't work. So I had these 3D printed wheels on a different project or a different vehicle, and took them off, and they worked. These wheels grab any kind of tire. I've never had a tire ever that couldn't get mounted on these. I wanted to keep them on the other vehicle, so I didn't really want to unmount them, but for the sake of this video, I figured I'd go on and do it. One thing I noticed as I was mounting them, this tire really moves around. The sidewalls are really thin. I don't know how that's going to work. Here's a different tire. In comparison, you can kind of see, you know, it's not moving around much at all on the same wheels. I think that's partly to do with the thin sidewall and partly to do with the lack of foam, but we'll see how they work. I'm going to go on and finish mounting up the other three, and we'll put them to the test. Alright, so before we test these Nexx Racing tires, I'm going to do a couple runs with the stock tires, and then we'll compare them once we are done. This is not a stock vehicle, but it's the one I have that's closest to stock. I had that green C10 you see back there is actually stock, but these Nexx Racing tires are too big to fit on that, so we're just going to go with this one. Okay, so I can't really get up on that one slick rock here. I know I can with other vehicles with aftermarket tires, so I know it's possible. I didn't really expect to be able to with the stock tires, but I just wanted to see. Okay, so now we have switched over to the Nexx Racing Gekko. These are the medium compound. So let's see if we can get up on this rock that we couldn't do with the stock tires. Sort of. Let's try a little different line. I got high centered there. That's nothing having to do with the tires. Okay, so we were able to get up on there. Let me zoom in real quick here and see if you can see. So you can see how far the tire is kind of deforming. So it looks funny. It doesn't seem to be really hurting the performance yet. So let's keep driving and see what we get. Okay, so I tested the medium and the soft of the Nexx Racing Gekko tires. The medium and soft performed exactly the same on our little test track here. So I didn't include the video of the soft just because it was just to save a little bit of time in this video. They felt a little bit different in my hand, but performance-wise, I couldn't tell any difference. The tires actually did better than I thought they would. I think that with some foams in them, they would probably even do better. I may try that at some point, but they don't come with foams, so I'll just test them the way they came. I think they're not a bad option if you're looking for a tire that's close to stock height, but you do have that issue of them not really fitting that well on most wheels, so that's something you have to keep in consideration. Other than that, they're not a bad tire. They look okay. I showed you the issue where the tire's kind of moving side to side, but that didn't really seem to affect anything performance-wise, so maybe it's just not an issue. Maybe it's just something that looked funny. So, that's that for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them below. Until then, see you next time.